Episode 1. The Haldi Havoc, a timeless tale. Wedding bells and family chaos. The first rays of sunlight pierce through the holy city of Varanasi, bathing its narrow alleys and ghats in a warm golden hue. Amidst the chaos of honking rickshaws, vendors shouting prices, and children chasing each other, stands an old yet majestic house draped in marigold garlands and twinkling fairy lights. It's a wedding day, and the air buzzes with excitement. Inside the house, Ranjan Mishra, played by Rajkumar Rao, wakes up to the cacophony of preparations outside. His phone buzzes incessantly on the bedside table, flooded with Shadi Mubarak messages from friends and distant relatives. He rubs his eyes groggily, glancing at the mess around him, a pile of crumpled clothes, a half-packed suitcase, and a calendar pinned to the wall with today's date circled in bold red ink. Haldi ceremony. Taking a deep breath, he mutters under his breath, "Finally, the big day is here." Before he can process anything further, the door bursts open, revealing Chintu, his mischievous childhood best friend, grinning ear to ear. "Chintu, bye, last chance. If you want to run away, say it now." Ranjan laughs nervously, shaking his head. "Ranjan, shut up. This isn't some Bollywood movie where the groom runs off." Meanwhile, in another part of the house, Titli Sharma, Wamika Gabi, the bride-to-be, sits in front of her mirror, adjusting her bridal jewelry. Her fingers trace the delicate Mangal Sutra hanging around her neck. She smiles faintly but pauses for a moment, staring into her own reflection. There's a flicker of doubt in her eyes, something she can't quite put her finger on yet. The courtyard is alive with energy as the Haldi ceremony begins. Yellow drapes flutter gently in the breeze, and flower petals carpet the ground. Ranjan sits awkwardly on a low wooden stool, surrounded by giggling aunties armed with bowls of turmeric paste. They take turns smearing the bright yellow mixture onto his face, teasing him mercilessly as he squirms. For a while, everything feels perfect to laughter, the music, the festive spirit. But then, a faint creak echoes from above. Everyone looks up just in time to see an old clay kalash, a sacred pot used in Hindu rituals, wobble precariously on a high shelf near the entrance. Ranjan's eyes widen as the kalash teeters for a second, and then crashes down with a deafening crash, shattering into countless pieces on the floor. In that instant, everything around him seems to blur. A wave of dizziness washes over him, and his vision spins uncontrollably. And then, darkness. Ranjan jolts awake, gasping for air. He's back in his bedroom, drenched in sweat. Confused, he looks around. The same pile of clothes lies scattered across the room. The same half-packed suitcase sits untouched, and the calendar still shows today's date, Haldi ceremony. His phone buzzes again, displaying the exact same flood of congratulatory messages. From outside, his mother's voice calls out, "Beta, wake up, it's time for your Haldi." Panic grips him as he realizes what's happening. Just then, Chintu barges in, wearing the same smirk as before. "Chintu, bye, last chance. If you want to run away, say it now." Ranjan stares at him wide-eyed. Ranjan stammering, "You already said that." Chintu frowns, clearly puzzled. Chintu, yeah? I always say this at weddings, bro." Ranjan grabs Chintu by the shoulders, desperation creeping into his voice. "Ranjan, no, listen to me. The same thing happened yesterday. The kalash fell. I blacked out. And now I'm back here again." Chintu bursts into laughter, patting him on the back. "Chintu, bye, relax. You're just nervous about getting married. Happens to everyone." But Ranjan knows better. His hands tremble as he tries to make sense of the impossible situation unfolding around him. Determined not to let history repeat itself, Ranjan devises multiple plans to avoid the dreaded moment when the kalash falls. Plan A. Fake a stomach ache. He pretends to double over in pain, clutching his stomach dramatically. "Mother, Beta, don't worry. Drink this ginger juice, it'll fix you right up." She forces the bitter concoction down his throat, leaving him gagging but no closer to escaping the loop. Plan B. Hide in the storeroom. He sneaks into the storeroom, hoping to stay hidden until after the ceremony. Cousin yelling, "Found you, Baya?" Within minutes, his mischievous younger cousin drags him back to the courtyard, laughing triumphantly. Plan C. Destroy the kalash himself. Desperate, Ranjan sneaks toward the shelf during a quiet moment and reaches for the kalash. Bua aunt. Beta, stop. Don't touch it. It's part of the ritual. She scolds him harshly, pulling him away before he can act. Despite all his efforts, the inevitable happens once more. The kalash wobbles, falls, and shatters. Again, Ranjan feels the world spin around him. Boom. Ranjan jerks awake, heart racing. He's back in his bedroom for what feels like the 100th time. The same messages flood his phone, the same clutter surrounds him, and the same calendar mocks him with its circled date. His mother's voice rings out again. Beta, wake up. It's time for your Haldi. This time, when Chintu enters with his trademark smirk, Ranjan doesn't even wait for him to speak. Ranjan, whispering, trembling, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a time loop. Chintu freezes, unsure whether to laugh or call for help. But Ranjan's haunted expression tells him this isn't a joke. Cut to black. To be continued. Next episode teaser. As Ranjan struggles to break free from the endless cycle, he discovers secrets about the mysterious kalash and learns that breaking the loop will require more than just avoiding disaster.